What's going on, guys? It is your boy JoelGamerDude here. Welcome back at again with a brand new video for you guys today. Today we're doing the 2024 album ranking video. I am genuinely curious and excited about this because I'm curious of what you guys are going to think about this, honestly, because some takes might be hot, honestly. And yeah, I'm very excited because I usually do this every single year when I do a whole bunch of album reactions and also EPs. I'm actually going to be doing, for the first time this year, EP reactions, EP ranking, just because I did 4 EPs this year, honestly. So all the projects that I have for this ranking video is going to be Quedeca Scrapyard, Connor Price's Spin the Globe 2, Buddy System EP with him and Hoodie Allen, Mox's Welcome to Nothing album, and also his Hurt Me So Bad EP. We have the Chainsmokers EP, No Hard Feelings, and also Raheem Soul's Songs for You EP. We also have Cosa Nuestra from Raúl Alejandro, La Pantera Negra from Mike Towers, Primera Musa from Omar Quartz, Buenas Noches from Quevedo. I'm pretty sure that's all of it, honestly, but when we get through the ranking, we'll obviously, you guys know. And you guys may be wondering, why is this a huge ass space in the video and I'm all the way in the corner? It's because of the lighting, honestly, which I think it just got really lower now, honestly, so that sucks, but it's alright because I actually wanted to keep the space so that I can put the album and then have all the song rankings right here, honestly, because I also ranked the songs from the album. Now, before we head straight into this, just want to say really quickly, the songs, honestly, that I'm gonna put, like, for my ranking, definitely is gonna differ, but currently at the moment, it's how I view, like, how my favorites, if that makes sense. But yeah, so they are kind of to differ in the future, honestly, but currently right now these are my favorites at the moment, and this is what I feel about them. Before we get straight into this ranking, just want to say really quickly, make sure you hit the like button, also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I know that seems impossible, but we aim for the impossible. But realistically, I'm trying to get to 1.4k before the end of the year, so it will really mean a lot. We're literally just 25 subscribers away, so if you're new and haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Anywho, let's get straight into this album ranking video and EP. We're first gonna start with the EPs, honestly. So, drumroll please, number 4. Oh man, this is already hot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Songs for You from Raheem Soul. I'm gonna explain a little bit further as we go on, honestly, but I really love this EP, honestly. The only like praise that I gotta give it, honestly, is because it's Raheem Soul. He's from my area, honestly, and he has such a unique voice. I said this in the EP reaction, but he has such a unique voice, and I feel like he definitely shows it in this project, honestly, especially with the song with Weeknd. Ranking number 5 on the EP is Another One. Ranking number 4 is Tell Me. Number 3 is N Too Deep. Number 2 is Anybody, and number 1 is Weeknd Come. Honestly, Weeknd Come is such a beautiful song, and I also liked Anybody. Those 2 songs are honestly my favorite when it comes to this EP, honestly. Again, Raheem Soul, he has such a unique voice, honestly, and like he's definitely like up there with top artists of Rhode Island for me personally, so it kind of hurt, honestly, putting him at number 4 in this, honestly, but I'm also comparing him to other like artists that are my favorites, you know. But I'm excited because I think he's actually going to be dropping an album next year, and I'm definitely going to be reacting to that, so stay tuned. Placing on number 3 on my EP is Buddy System by Connor Price and Hoodie Allen. And the song ranking for this is going to be number 5, Slip, number 4, Runaway, number 3, Pull Up, number 2, Benjamin Button, and number 1, Crown. Crown is honestly my favorite. I really like that song. But if I'm going to be completely honest, the reason why it's in number 3 is because I really did not like Pull Up, Runaway, or Slip. Don't get me wrong, they're very catchy, honestly, they really are, but it's just not replayable for me personally. My favorites are definitely Benjamin Button and Crown, but Crown goes number 1 because I just, like, I'm that type of person that loves when people talk their shit. Like, go spit your whatever got in your mind, you know. I just like it when people do that. Number 2 goes to Hurt Me So Bad by Mox's. I actually really did like this EP a lot. The reason why it's number 2 is because there's one song that I didn't really like, and that goes number 4, which was Hurt Me So Bad. Number 3, What's the Scenario? 2, Kind of Cold, Really Cold Version, and number 1, Skateboard. And literally 75% of this EP is so freaking good that I was just astonished about how like much effort he really put in his music, you know. So that's why it's number 2 for me. Now, number 1 is No Hard Feelings by the Chainsmokers. Now, I will admit, my 2 least favorite songs is number 6, Tennis Court, and number 5 is Bad Advice. They're not my favorites, honestly, but number 4 goes Friday, number 3 goes Addicted, number 2 goes Shade, No Shade at Pity, sorry, and number 1 goes Green Lights. Bro, Green Lights goes so freaking in, and there's this one part that I really like. I haven't heard the song in a while, honestly, but when I was doing the ranking, I was like, yo, I forgot how good that part is, honestly. I generally forgot what the part is, honestly, but I really, really did like this one part in that song, and I felt like that kind of deserved its number 1 spot in my list. Alright, now we're gonna go... And now we're gonna go with the album rankings. I keep saying reactions. All right, now this is definitely gonna be a hot take because I'm so sorry. Because this is one of my favorite artists. You guys already know. You guys already know. He's the reason why it's this whole reaction thing started. And now the sun is bright. He's like listening to me right now, like, what you gonna say about my album? Quedeca's Scrapyard. The reason why it's so low on the list is generally because this is more of a mixtape, you know, and not an album. So it doesn't really have like a story, you know. When it comes to albums, I really like the story. Like, I feel like that plays a big part on to why I enjoy an album, you know, but also because of songs that are replayable, if that makes sense. There is a couple of songs in this album that are replayable, honestly, but number 15 goes Even If I Tried, number 14 goes Under My Skin, 13 Pretty Privilege, 12 Being Yourself, 11 What's It to Him, 10 Guide Dog, 9 You Try That Thing Where You're Human, 8 Texas Blue, 7 Dust Cutter, 6 Easier, 5 A La Carte, 4 Way Too Many Friends, 3 I Make It Look Effortless, 2 You Don't Know Me Like That, and 1 Guess Who. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, damn, you really put all the like soft songs like way back and put all the like him talking shit type of songs in the front. That's because, again, I am more of a person that likes to listen to people talking shit in some type of way, you know, and it's not necessarily talking shit, it's more like being aggressive, if that makes sense. And like, I'll be completely honest, I love Quedeca, I love his music, honestly. I love I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, honestly. I really love the new wave that he's going for when it comes to his music, honestly. He's gotten so progressively high and I really freaking love it. But for me personally, I'm still trying to get used to that, honestly, and like I want to like enjoy those songs, you know. I definitely try my best to like re-listen to them, you know, but it's just very hard for me to really replay the songs, honestly. And plus, again, when it comes to story, there's not much of a story with this album, you know, and that's why I kind of picked those songs over, you know. I feel like the only one that is kind of soft, you know, is You Don't Know Me Like That, and I freaking like that song, honestly. That song is definitely one of my favorites. But guess who goes number 1? Because again, it's just something that I was like, oh shoot, okay. So I apologize to all of my Quedeca people out there, but Vanisher is coming and you already know I reacted to that. Alright, number 6. This is definitely another hot take. Cosa Nuestra from Raúl Alejandro. This album was not that bad. It really wasn't. But if I'm gonna be completely honest, I felt like there was at least... I felt like half of the album was good and half of the album wasn't, you know? It felt kind of repetitive in some type of way, but not really, you know. Again, story comes a huge wise when it comes to albums again, and I felt like this year definitely was a big year for me to do Spanish music, honestly, because I really wanted to dive deep into it, you know. I did a lot of Spanish artists this year. Yeah, I don't know, I felt like half of this album definitely was better than the other half. Number 18 goes 2:12 a.m., 17 goes Cosa Nuestra, 16 Sex Machine, 15 Committed, 14 Pasaporte, 13 Touching the Sky, 12 Déjame Entrar, 11 Baja Pa Acá, 10 Mil Mujeres, 9 Amar de Nuevo, 8 Tú con Él, 7 Revolú, 6 ¿Qué pasaría, 5 Ni Me Conozco, 4 Espresso Martini, 3 Que, 2 Il Capo, and 1 Se Fue. Se Fue is honestly chef's freaking kiss. I love it so much because it's crazy, because I would have put Il Capo first, honestly, but Se Fue really just like blew my mind, honestly. Again, that album was so freaking good, honestly, but again, it's just I felt like half of the album was you know, and half of the album was so freaking good. Now, number 5 goes to Spin the Globe 2 by Connor Price. For this, honestly, some of the songs were alright. I felt like that was kind of repetitive in some type of way, you know, but there was definitely some songs that I was kind of like, okay, and then obviously like my top 3 I would say is my overplayed. For me personally, I don't really like this song a lot was John Wick, which is 9. 8, Correct. 7, Custom. 6, Tombstone. 5, Trendsetter. 4, Can't Give Up. 3, AMG. 2, Overnight. And 1, Ruby. Ruby was so freaking good, honestly, and I was generally surprised that Oliver Cronin was in it, because I did do a reaction of his to Speed Bump, and I was kind of like, wait, that's him. I put like 2 to 2 together. I was like, oh shoot. So I was so freaking excited, honestly, and that was the first time I ever heard him like kind of like rap like that. So I was kind of like, oh shoot, he did his thing on that. All right, number 4 goes to Welcome to Nothing by Moxis. This album actually really surprised me, honestly. You could tell Moxis really put so much effort into this album, because there was a lot of songs that I really did like in this album. I think it goes like the same thing with Cosa Nuestra, honestly, how like half of the album was alright, you know, but the other half was actually freaking good, you know. But I played these songs more than the songs from Cosa Nuestra, so that's why this is in a higher like ranking, honestly, especially with Spin the Globe 2. But number 16 goes Perconuts. 19, I can't really say that word. 15, Bad Time. 14, Decisive. 13, Fell Before plus 20. 12, Like NBA Jam. 11, Lose My Number. 10, Be Alone. 9, Space Coupe 19. 8, Henny Gatorade. 7, Selena Flomez. 6, Night Sleep Interlude. 5, What You Know Outro. 4, I Get Sad at Nighttime. 3, Honestly I'm Done. 2, Muddy. And 1, Wintertime. Wintertime is so freaking good. I definitely gotta re-listen to these songs, man, because whew, man, they are so freaking good. Moxis put so much effort into this album, and again, it's crazy that he also dropped the EP, which 75% of that EP was so freaking good too. Moxis really freaking dropped songs. He was like, Toma, toma, toma! And the sun is getting brighter. I apologize for the lighting once again. Now we're heading to the top 3 albums of my ranking. Number 3. La Pantera Negra from Mike Towers. Bro, oh my god. These albums, I'm telling you right now, are like my favorites, honestly, because I replay them a lot. I really do. There's times where I do skip some of them, but like, man, I gotta tell you right now, La Pantera Negra was so freaking good, especially the deluxe. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm actually gonna be ranking the deluxe separately and the regular album on its own, obviously. So from the regular album, I put number 20, Vamos a Darle con Cosecuela. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. 14, Hasta la Vista. 18, Otra Oportunidad. 17, La Primera Vez, NTG. 16, Dinero y Fama, Omar Mons. 15, A Que Llegue Otro with Jay Wheeler. 14, Mejor Así. 13, Poder Adquisitivo. 14, Competencia. 11, Hasta Luego. 10, Se Te Nota with Peso Pluma. 9, Frío. 8, También. 7, Venenosa. 6, Caché. 5, Otra Noche de Real. 4, Sexo Desenfrenado. 3, Diablita with Young Chimmy. 2, Adivino with Bad Bunny. And 1, En El Mar. En El Mar, so freaking good, yo. Oh my gosh, that album is so freaking good, yo. Oh my gosh, man, that En El Mar is so good too. Oh my gosh, man. And again, like all of these songs, like these are pretty good, honestly. And there's some songs that like from the end of it kind of grew on me, honestly, too. Because at first, you know, first listen, obviously it's gonna be like, that's alright, you know. But then listening to it more, I'm like, okay, this is actually not that bad. But ranking wise, it's definitely still not up there, you know. And then for the deluxe, I put number 10, Comparables. 9, Las Panteras. 8, No Te Vayas. 7, Gemidos. 6, Otro Nivel. 5, Espero Que Estés Bien. 4, De Genre. 3, Lo Que Quieren Creer. 2, El Momento. And 1, Primer Dia. The deluxe definitely does the same thing, honestly. Like half of it's alright, you know, but the other 5 is so freaking good. That's why I put this album in number 3, because most of the songs are actually pretty good. It's a long ass album though when you listen to it all like that. Now we're in the top 2. Number 2 goes to, man, this is crazy because Buenas Noches from Quevedo. Now, you guys already know what number 1 is already, but this album generally was so freaking good. The other half, like the second half of the album, all instant like play, like it's literally on replay for me, honestly. And then there's like maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 songs from like the other first half, honestly, that I really do like, honestly. And like there's so much songs that I like, you know. There's like at least maybe like 3 or 4 songs that I'm kind of like about, you know. Well, actually, yeah, 5 about. Yeah, anywho, so 18 goes Por Atrás, 17 goes La 125, 16 is Halo, 15 is Los Días Contados, 14 is Amaneció, 13 is Que Asco de Todo, 12 Chipidora.com, 11 Duro, 10 Te Fallé, 9 Gran Vía, 8 Buenas Noches, 7 Chiapato, 6 Mr. Mundial, 5 Noemu, 4 Cassandra, 3 Iguales, 2 El Estribillo, and 1 Cardose Febreros. Literally, all of these songs are so good, but like, there's the last 4, I would say, was kind of honestly. It's crazy because Amaneció was one of the songs that I was kind of excited about to react to, but I did feel kind of underwhelmed, honestly, when it came to that song. But I've been listening to it a lot recently. Again, it's one of those songs where it kind of grew on me, so I was like, oh shoot, okay. But it's still kind of under there in the rankings, you know? Now, obviously, we're gonna go with number 1, because I play this freaking album from front to back, not every day, but like, I freaking like it, honestly. And man, do I gotta tell you, like, there's obviously one song that I really like about this album. Man, number 17 goes Interludio, 16 Luces de Colores, 15 Piensas en mí, 14 Intro, 13 Trepeo Cabrón, 12 Polvos que no se olvidan, 11 Heavy, 10 Sex Playlist 1, 9 Musa Leva, 8 Si te gustan las gatas, 7 Goddess, 6 Pienso en sexo, 5 Una Noti, 4 Cierro con ese Q, 3 2K16, 2 Alócate, and 1 ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy? ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy is one of my freaking favorite songs of the year, honestly. And it's so freaking good, yo. And the other songs, man, there's times, you know, when I skip it because I'm like kind of not in the mood, you know. But man, do I gotta tell you right now, if I play the whole album, it's so freaking good. Like, it's like banger to banger to banger to banger to banger. And the reason why it's in number 1 is because I listen to this album so freaking much, yo. Oh my gosh, man. This album is so freaking good, and I really did like it. It was so much fun to react to it, too. I felt like this was definitely one of my favorite album reactions when it came to this year. And like, again, I really like these songs. These songs were so freaking good, yo. Holy cow, man. But yeah, that is going to be my album reaction of oh my god, I keep saying reaction, bro. That is going to be my album ranking of 2024. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this album ranking video. Honestly, I am sorry if I hurt your feelings. Honestly, this is just my personal opinion, obviously. And again, the reason why I reacted to these albums in the first place is because I enjoy these artists and I really want to experiment with them, you know, and just listen to them more, you know. So obviously I'm going to be listening to their next projects and everything because I'm still a fan of them. But yeah, man, definitely excited for 2025 for what's to come for albums, honestly. And yeah, I hope you guys are there for me in the ride. Anywho, hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace out, guys. To enjoy Gamer Day, make every day an awesome day. Everyone stay positive and be positive. You guys already know to have a positive mindset. Peace.